How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream. Bitcoin is at all-time highs. Ethereum got to $3,000, and it seems like we are well into a cryptocurrency bull market. And in today's live stream, I'm going to be focusing on meme coins and layer ones. I'm going to be giving you a list of my top 8 when it comes to memes and layer ones combined. I'm going to split it into my top 4 meme coins and my top 4 layer ones, and I'm going to share with you that exact list. Now, as you're joining the live stream, please do smash a like. Also, get your questions in the comments. Appreciate everyone being here today. It's a very, very bullish day for crypto, and it's a great time to be in this game. So, congratulations to everyone who's stayed throughout this bull run, throughout periods where it seemed like maybe it was very questionable whether we were going to get these types of rallies. Congrats if you've stayed in, because you get rewarded in the long run. And something really big happened to Bitcoin. Something so big that it's monumental. Bitcoin broke out of an 8-year resistance trend line. Now, I said it's possible we break out this time, but it has rejected every other time it's ever come in contact with that trend line. Now, we did have a little bit of a spike up back in April 2021 above the trend line. You can see kind of got a little bit higher, but it seems like we are now well onto the way for 120K to 130K as the next level. And altcoins are looking ready. Bitcoin dominance is dropping. It is dropping slowly, but I believe we're literally a few days away from seeing Bitcoin dominance potentially capitulate and seeing major, major moves on the altcoins. People need to understand that it only takes a couple of weeks for crazy moves to be had in this market. It doesn't take many, many months. People think it takes months and years to see an alt season. You could see an Ethereum priced somewhere between 4 to 6K within a week or so. Couple of weeks. That's all it takes. Once the can of worms is open, it's crazy. And that's truly what I think is going on right now. We're in that kind of parabolic final phase of the bull market. How long it will last, we don't know. Could last a couple of months, could last a few weeks. But we are in that parabolic stage of the bull market now. So congrats to everyone. It's a great day to be in crypto. We got a lot to talk about today. I appreciate you guys being here. Please do smash the likes. And I want to tell you guys that the VIP, the mentor, and all the options on my kind of what page, which you can see linked down below, they're all going to be going up in price anytime now. So I've actually messaged my my admin who runs all of these things. He sorts it all out for me. I've actually messaged him to increase the price for the VIP and the mentor. So if you are considering joining, I literally recommend joining as soon as possible so that you don't pay that increased price. The more crypto pumps, the more demand I get for the group, the more that I just have to increase the price. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. I have to do it. But if you are a current member, you're not subject to the tax increase. If you're a current paying member, the price increase, did I say tax increase? The price increase, you're not going to be subject to. So I just want to let you know. But you will obviously be subject to the lifetime and yearly prices going up. If you are wanting to increase your membership option to lifetime or yearly, I would do it now before the prices go up for lifetime and yearly. But man, market's going crazy. VIP is insanely active. Even while I'm live, look how many people are in the voice chat right now. I mean, the voice chat's been open 24/7 with like 50 to 100 people in it. It's been nonstop active. People have been discussing the markets, and the mood has been really, really good. So it's great to see. But obviously, during these times, we can't get ahead of ourselves too much. We've got to have our feet on the ground, be level-headed, and know that we are in a moment right now that is rare. You don't get these times always, right? These are rare moments where you see major upswings in markets. And I do think we're going higher, especially with altcoins. But you can't just keep raising your targets, guys. Okay. If your target was 130K Bitcoin, just because we've pumped now doesn't mean you raise it to 200K Bitcoin. And the same goes for the altcoins. You need to be level headed and you need to maintain your targets. But there's one sector in particular, which I believe is about to explode to a crazy degree. And that sector is meme coins. Honestly, I think meme coins are a great play right now. I'm personally fully stacked on my conviction plays. I'm stacked on my Sui, I'm stacked on my Sei, I'm stacked on my Casper, my Tau, my Ondo, my Arrow. I'm stacked on all of those right now. Very happy with my positions, and I'm ready to just ride them to the upside and take profits along the way. However, I want more meme coin allocation. And I'm going to be buying meme coins in the next few days, which I think have massive potential. And straight after this live stream, I'm going to be dropping a brand new meme coin buy alert in the VIP. I haven't dropped it yet. I'm just waiting on some funds to get to my centralized exchange. And then I'm going to be dropping a brand new meme coin buy alert. High risk, high reward. It could do crazy gains. So obviously, no meme coins can go to zero. They're risky, blah, blah, blah. But this one in particular, I think, is undervalued right now compared to the rest of the meme coin market. So I think it's got a ton of potential. So make sure to stay tuned for that buy alert coming in around 45 minutes to an hour. Stick around and you'll be pinged and notified over in the VIP. So these are my top L1s. These are my top meme coins. My layer ones go Sui, Sei, Tau, and Casper. Some people might be asking, was Ondo, was Arrow? They are not layer ones. Arrow is a DEX, and Ondo is still on Ethereum, to the best of my knowledge, as far as I'm concerned. Right? It's still on Ethereum, but they are going to be making their own chain. Now, when it comes to meme coins, I've got Fartcoin, Ponky, NPC. VIP meme, that's going to be the meme which I'm dropping in less than an hour. So stay tuned for that one, obviously. And then I had to put a number 5 in, guys. I couldn't ignore it. I had to put a number 5 in, which is the Sei memes. Because I think meme coins on Sei are crazily undervalued right now. Like, I'm looking at all the memes, and loads of the Solana ones are pumping, loads of the Ethereum ones are pumping. But which chain is pumping way more than Solana and Ethereum? It's Sei. Sei's up 21% today. Crazy, crazy pumps. Sei is just absolutely killing it. Up 63% this month. And it's only just getting started, guys. I truly believe Sei is going to go anywhere between $1 to $2 in price this bull run. It's only just getting started. There's still a long way to go until this thing tops out. And for that reason, I think the meme coins are an absolutely amazing beta play to get exposure to Sei. Yes, they are risky. Yes, you could lose your money, but you put in amounts that you can afford to lose. And there's two in particular, which I like. Seiyan is one of them, up 33% today, but you can see it's still down loads from its all-time high. And the one in particular, which I'm a huge fan of, is Millie. This one, 3 million market cap. It's the number one dog meme on Sei. This one for me is a great value proposition in terms of getting some exposure to the Sei ecosystem. If you want a bit of a leverage bet on Sei, I would go for Millie. And man, Sei is something else. It looks like it's just going to keep going up. The chart looks phenomenal. My next target's around 50 cents, guys. I think we're just getting started here on this recent move. Smash the likes. It says 0 likes. Let's just see how many likes we've got in real time. Let's take a quick look. 33. Let's try and get that up to 133 since there's around 130 watching. That would be amazing. Man, shout out to all the VIPs in the stream as well. Great to see so many of you in the stream today. But look at that top 100. I mean, it's literally green across the board. And one thing that shows that meme coins are going to continue pumping is the fact that meme core is the #1 gainer on the day. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, would I jump into this now? Personally, I'm not going to do that. It's at a 1 billion market cap. It's already pumped a ton. But what I am going to do is buy meme coins themselves, because it's evident that memes are not going away. It's very, very evident that that's the case. So it's time to stack some meme coins. I gave a buy alert on Chill Guy a few weeks ago. That one's looking pretty good right now. If we take a look at it on the weekly, you can see it's had a big gradual move to the upside. So Chill Guy's looking good as a meme. I also like the look of Ponky. I mentioned that one earlier. Ponky's looking good. Still pretty cheap compared to its all-time high. MPC I'm also a fan of. Super cheap. But the conviction play in terms of the memes has got to be Fartcoin. This one, I'm surprised it's not higher, to be honest. You look at SBX, you look at a few other memes that pump into all-time highs, but Fartcoin isn't there just yet. But some point it's going to get to all-time highs, and I think once it does, it's going to go into price discovery, and we're going to see some crazy god candle on Fartcoin. So Fartcoin's got crazy potential. But man, that VIP meme, which I'm going to drop in about 45 minutes into the Discord. Like I said, I'm just loading up my centralized exchange. Once I've got that USDT in there, I'm going to buy the meme straight after the stream. So looking forward to that, seeing how it goes. But yeah, man, absolutely amazing market right now. And people have been asking me, are we going to get a pullback? Yes, we are. We are going to get a pullback at some point, right? You've got to be reasonable. You can't expect up only. Your call on Chill Guy was spot on. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. How are you? Are you considering some very degen say memes, more degen than said a Millie? I have considered them. I've talked to some of my mentor tier members about them in some of the meetings we've had, but I don't own any other say memes apart from Sayan and Millie. So I've said a few that I like the look of, but the only meme coins I actually hold on Say are Sayan and Millie. But we can take a look right now on stream because there's quite a few on Say. So you got Saiyan, 4 mil market cap, Millie, almost a 4 mil market cap. And then you've got Froggy, 168,000 market cap. You've got Popo the cat, 240,000 market cap. So there's some really degen ones. The only thing is they haven't got exchange listings. So I'm not going to go and buy a meme coin. I might at some point. Okay, I'm never going to say never, but I personally prefer meme coins that have centralized exchange listings. They've just got more backing, and generally they rug less. There's still a high chance of a meme on Mexi rugging, but it's lower than what the chance of a deck screener meme is rugging. So the probability is more on your side if you're buying one that's actually a bit more established. Yes, you're buying it at a little bit of a higher market cap, but usually the risk reward is a bit more suited. But man, look at that. Say is the 4th biggest gainer on the day, up 22%. Absolutely amazing. And what about on the month? How does it compare? 2nd biggest gainer on the month. Who's been telling everyone about Say for the past few months, you know? Who's been on YouTube every single day? Say. Me. I've been talking about it nonstop. So I'm absolutely made up to see it skyrocketing now. Because while people were selling it in fear, I was buying. And I always love that feeling. You know, when others are panicking, others are selling, others are getting out of something, and you have the foresight to buy it and go against the grain. Does money buy happiness? It can do. It can buy short-term happiness, but it doesn't necessarily give you fulfillment, right? Which is a different thing. You shouldn't necessarily even aim for happiness, really, in my opinion anyway, but let's not get too philosophical. But yeah, it can definitely bring short-term happiness, but whether that's sustainable and whether that's even something to aim for is a different question. I would rather be fulfilled than just be happy all the time, you know? VIP's up in the chat. Absolutely, man. Great call on Ponky. Thank you, bro. Do I think it can hit 500 million to 1 billion? Possible, bro. It's possible. That's what, only like a 6 or 7x to 500 million? It's very possible. $150 by the end of September. I hope so, but I'm not necessarily planning on that being the case. That's not my base case, but I hope so. I think XRP is going to pump. Let's take a look at XRP. I don't hold any XRP. If you want exposure to the XRP narrative, I would just buy HBAR. I think it's a better risk to reward play than buying XRP here. But yeah, XRP looks good. Like, it's got very low stochastics on the weekly. What about the daily? I mean, the daily's getting a bit overextended, you could say. But yeah, XRP looks like it's probably going to put in a new high. But a lot of these coins right now, they are looking quite overheated. I expect some form of a short-term pullback and then another leg up. That's what I'm expecting on a lot of coins. Another short-term pullback followed by another leg up. But the thing is, people are going to think the same thing. And people are going to start shorting the market. Now, what happens when a ton of people start shorting the market and buyers step in? You get short liquidations and you get a short squeeze, which brings us up even higher. So honestly, at this point, I'm not even willing to make short-term predictions. Like, I think we're going up still with the altcoins. Bitcoin, I still think will go up, but not a ton. Like, Bitcoin is getting close now, guys. Like 117K. It's done well this bull run, right? We can no longer say that it's been a disappointing bull run for Bitcoin. It's been a very good bull run. If you were buying Bitcoin when I was at 15K during the FTX crisis, you're absolutely living the dream now, right? So, yeah, I think alts are going to catch up. It's not going to take too long, and we're going to make a ton of money. And I think memes are going to be a great play to get some exposure to the risk on side of crypto. Maybe most of crypto is risk on, right? But the memes can do stupid X's in short periods of time. Yeah, Maneki and Duco are sleeping giants. Maybe. I think both of them can do decent. Their charts just haven't been great. Archie is the man. Thank you, Analog. Casper isn't the move. Get out of it. I don't hold much Casper anymore. I used to hold a ton. I flipped a ton of my Casper into Sui, and it was the smartest freaking decision I've made all bull run because I made so much money. I made so much money by flipping Casper into Sui. So anyone who tells me that was a dumb move, they've got no credibility because I made way more money selling Casper for Sui back when Casper was at like 16 cents, 17 cents than what I ever made on Casper. Sui has been an absolute gift this bull run. So I played the rotation game to the T, to be honest. I bought Casper when it was at 3 cents. I sold a ton of it when it was at 15, 16 cents. Flipped it all into Sui, and then Sui went and did a madness. So honestly, man, I still think Casper will do great, but I'm way heavier in Sui. And everyone who followed that move, that made up. Every single person who followed that move that I did are very happy. All the guys that followed that trade It's just changed the whole portfolio. Yeah, I'm still bullish on Ondo. It's a good buy right now, actually, because it hasn't pumped too much. It hasn't pumped too much, so it's still a decent buy. Time to swap Bitcoin for ETH? Maybe. I think Bitcoin's getting closer to the end, whereas Ethereum's still got a long way to go. So I do expect at some point Bitcoin's going to stall out. And this comes from someone who's a big fan of Bitcoin and holds a lot of Bitcoin. But I do expect at some point it's going to stall out a little bit. And that will pass the torch onto the altcoins. But I am targeted around 120K. I still think Bitcoin's got a little bit to go before it makes a correction. I still think 120K can be hit before we then get that correction. But man, this market's absolutely killing it. Archie, I copied your hairstyle. Nice. I can tell. Looking good. Cash can do very well. Yeah, it's a decent one. How's Cash doing now? I haven't checked in on it in a while. 300 million market cap. The chart's a bit bleak, got to be honest, but the project was always pretty strong. It's on Coinbase. Honestly, man, when it comes to AI and stuff, I would just stick with Tau. Tau's the absolute clear winner when it comes to AI. And then if you want an AI agent play, then go for Virtuals. Virtuals and Tau are my only AI plays currently, as far as I'm aware. Sometimes I forget my own portfolio, but as far as I'm aware, Virtuals and Tau are the only AI plays I have in my portfolio, unless you count Render. But Render's more deep in. Same with Peak. But yeah, man, I think the memes are about to pump crazy. I think they're going to absolutely send it in the coming weeks. And you can see on the screen right now my top meme coins. I can't wait to drop that meme coin buy alert straight after this stream. I'm going to be dropping a brand new meme coin. It's a low cap one as well, so don't worry. It's not a high cap. It's not going to be fart coin. It's not going to be SBX. It's a low cap meme, and I'm looking forward to dropping that alert, man. Buying some of it. Let's check up on some of the same memes. Check up on Millie. How's Millie doing? Doing pretty well today, actually. Up 23%, but it's not doing as well as even Say is. How much is Say up? Say's up 21%, Millie's up 23%. So it's still not pumping too crazy. At some point, there's going to be a bit of a rotation game from Say into some of the beta plays, but we're just still so early to these beta plays. Like Millie's at a 3 million market cap, right? Let's just be conservative and say it goes to a 60 million market cap. That's still like a 20x. If it goes to like 68 million market cap or something like that, it's going to be a 20x. What would 100x be on Millie? 344 million would be 100x. I'm not saying that's going to happen, okay? Maybe from the VIP entry point, it's possible. It's possible, but I'll be well out by the time I probably even make a 10 or 20x on Millie, because I like getting those short-term quick pumps and then selling. I don't like holding something all the way to 100x. I like to sell along the way and then play the next rotational game with the next one. What happened to Render? I don't know. It's still doing its thing. I mean, I've got a little bit of Render. I actually flipped some of my Render into Ondo because I just feel more bullish on Ondo, but I still hold Render. I still think it'll do well. Yeah, most likely. I think the bull run will probably end by September time. Around September or earlier, I expect the bull run to end. And yeah, around 130, 120 seems somewhat reasonable. But The way we're going now, it's possible we go higher. People forget how quickly Casper can move. It's doing good, but as it gets a catalyst, watch it will be the best performer for a whole week. I do agree. It's just that everyone is waiting for that catalyst. A lot of people will probably sell during that catalyst, right? Everyone's waiting for a tier 1. First of all, it might not come this bull run. The tier 1 might come next bull run, but everyone's waiting for it. What if everyone's waiting to sell when the news comes out? You know what I mean? So, look, I think Casper will do well this bull run, but I'm no longer as bullish on it as I used to be, and I've been pretty clear about that now for months. Structurally, the chart detached from its bullish structure a long time ago. I mean, what was Casper at? Casper was at 20 cents. The last time Bitcoin was at like, when Bitcoin was at like 70K or 80K, Casper was at 20 cents. Now Bitcoin's at 117K, Casper's at 9 cents. So it has lagged behind, but back in the day, Casper used to be the thing that moved first. Casper was the #1 coin that pumped, but it's just changed. It's just not the same beast that it used to be, but at some point it will pump, I agree. It will probably have some sort of XRP style run and go straight to 30 or 50 cents. I do agree. It's going to have a nice move at some point. Why wouldn't you say the bull run would end around November? I'm just kind of trying to be a bit contrarian. I am quite contrarian in nature, and I just think everyone's saying it's going to be November. It's just almost too obvious. The smart money might front run it a little bit and sell before. But who knows, man? It could absolutely be November, but it just seems like too obvious. We've known it's going to be November for so long. It just seems like there's going to be some sort of an upset. And if you've been following this cycle, you will know this cycle likes to give us little curveballs, little upsets. So that's just the story of this cycle. It likes to trick us. And everyone thinks it's going to be November, October. Again, what if it ends up being August or September? Everyone's going to get wrecked, but not me because I'll be selling anyway. That's why you've got to DCA out, right? You don't try and time the exact day of the top because the chances of doing that are similar to the chances of winning the lottery. It's highly unlikely you're going to time that exact top. You've got to sell along the way. Any insane buy in the bear market. It's going to be like buying Solana in the last bear market. Solana was a blue chip layer 1 and then it absolutely crashed. It crashed crazy. Do you guys remember? Solana in 2022 it was a shit show, man, if you were holding Solana. It went from over 230 per coin all the way down to like, was it 7 or 6 or 8, something like that per coin. Crazy dump. And then it came all the way back. So I think Sui, might have some sort of similar crash in the bear market. But we're in the bull run right now. So let's focus on the bull run. We'll address the bear market a little bit later. But right now, we're well into a bull run and we're all making crazy gains. So let's enjoy it while it lasts. That Sabayla at 15 cents an aerodrome paid for my VIP membership. Wow. Thank you for your $5 donation, Rejects. Appreciate the donation, and I'm very glad that Say an aerodrome paid off for you. Very glad those buy alerts made you a ton of money and you've been able to pay off the VIP. And that's what people need to realize. All it takes is one buy alert and you can pay off the VIP for life because you make so much money in the group. So I'm very happy for you, man. Congrats. 50% Arrow, 50% Pengu. That is a degen portfolio if that's what you're holding. What do I think about GFAL? I think it's decent. They constantly DM me on X trying to get me to promote it, I think. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. At least they're doing marketing. But you guys know I don't take paid promotions on this channel. I only buy what I actually believe in. There's a bunch of projects out there trying to pay me money to shill their coins, and I just reject every single one. I don't even read them. Sometimes I read them just to see what they're saying, but I don't even acknowledge them because I'll never sell my soul. I will only buy coins which I actually believe in. Unlike basically every other YouTuber out there, almost all of them, they just take the money. Yep, $10,000, shill this coin, and then you can dump it on your audience. Yep, okay. They all do that. Every YouTuber, pretty much, apart from maybe 2 or 3 out there. So, yeah. That's why you should watch this channel, because you're getting my actual thoughts, not some thoughts of a guy who's paying me money, right? Because that's just biased. If you're getting paid to talk about a coin, how can you be transparent? You're just purely biased. Subscribe and like, guys. 100%, man. Subscribe and like. But yeah, GFAL's decent. I think gaming might come back around. It's possible. I noticed the Gunzilla token was doing pretty well. It's at a 33 million market cap, starting to move up a bit. Gaming will have a pump at some point. I like Mavia for gaming. I know it's dumped loads, but it's a worthy little gamble play. I like Naka. Naka's a solid gaming bet. I also like Beam if you want a blue chip in gaming. So there's quite a few gaming options. Just gaming's been very quiet this bull run. It's almost just been forgotten about because memes have taken out loads of the liquidity from the gaming market. Because basically all the same guys who are buying gaming coins in 2021, they went to the meme coins this cycle. That's basically what happened. Yeah, NAC has been beaten down. Loads of the gaming coins have. They all have. They've all been beaten. But that's why they could be decent buys, you know, if it pays off. Yeah, each cycle is going to the left, exactly. But for whatever reason, people think this bull run, we're going to go to the right. 2017, we topped in December. 2021, we topped in November. 2025, probably going to top August, September, right? It's going to the left. It's not going to the right. So I don't know why everyone thinks we're topping out 2026. I've heard people say middle of 2026. I mean, nothing's impossible, but I give it a very low probability in my books. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking me about meme core. Honestly, I wouldn't be getting into something that overheated. I'm not saying it won't keep pumping, but it goes against my investment principles to buy a coin that's pumped this much. I like buying dips, not buying pumps. So I wouldn't buy meme core. Instead of buying meme core, I would buy the buy alert that I'm about to buy in about half an hour. So straight after this stream, I'm going to go and drop that buy alert in the VIP, in the Discord. And then after the weekend, I'm going to buy a lot more. After the weekend, I'm going to buy a lot more. Once I see the weekly close, I'm probably going to double down on meme coins. If the weekly close is decent, which it looks like it's going to be very good, not just decent, it looks like it's going to be insane. If the weekly close is good, I'm going to buy some memes. Audio keeps breaking up, does it? Is the audio okay, guys? Could you let me know in the chat if it's cutting out? Apologize if it is. The market's pumping so much, the stream's crashing. Yeah, most people in crypto get wrecked, like over 90%. Why is that? Because they don't take profits. You can't lose money if you take profits. Did you know that? It's a fact. If you take profits, you can't lose money because you took profits. Self-evident. You cannot lose money if you take profits. What a genius statement. Sui over Casper. This channel has lost its mark. Oh my god, man. You gotta be kidding me, bro. I love Casper, and I agree. It's a better currency than Sui. But bro, I'm in freaking crypto to make money. Like, what part of that do people not understand? What part of that do people not conceptualize? I'm in crypto to make money. That is the purpose why I'm here. Is to make money. It's not to be in a little community for a coin in the Discord, typing all day in a basement. It's not about the tech because I like mining it with my little mining rig. I'm in crypto to make money. And once a chart doesn't look good, I sell and I buy or once it shows that it's hitting resistance or it's going to have a reversal, I'll sell something and I'll get into a better play. And that's what I did with Casper about a year ago. And it paid off big. So there's nothing you can say about that. What are you going to say about that? You can't criticize the move because it made me more money. You can say it hurt your feelings because you're a Casper maxi and you didn't like the fact that I sold some Casper, but you can't criticize the trade because the trade paid off big. It made me more money than if I held Casper and I went all the way down like the Casper maxis did. The delusional guys who still keep saying $50 per coin when the chart has completely detached from how it used to look. So I had the foresight and the intelligence to sell a ton of my Casper and put it into Sui, and it paid off big. It doesn't mean Casper's a bad coin. I've said it many times. Casper's the best coin in crypto. But the best coin in crypto doesn't always equal the best investment all the time. Sometimes it will be a great investment, but other times the chart will look weak and it will have a period of a correction. And during that time, I will sell some and buy something else and make more money because I have the ability to do that in crypto. I see a lot of your subs have married Casper. Yeah, exactly. Don't marry your bags. Just be addicted to making money and you'll do well in crypto. If you marry your bags and you marry the tech and you marry a community, then you'll get wrecked. I've said many times Casper is the best coin in crypto alongside Monero. But doesn't mean Casper and Monero are always the best investments. The best coin and the best investment is a different thing. Because it's all about marketing and hype. And right now, Casper lacks both of those. Yeah, you need stables when we dip as well. That's another good that's another good reason for taking some profits because you need stables for when we dip. Exactly. Yeah, man. Most of the Casper mining community just got wrecked. They think they're really smart and nerdy, setting up a mining rig. They all just got wrecked. They should have just sold for Sui and they would have made, multiple six figures like I did by selling loads of Casper for Sui. Can you stake Casper? No, it's proof of work. It's not proof of stake. It's proof of work. You can't stake proof of work. But man, I wish Casper the best. I really hope that it hits some of these targets that people are saying. I hope it goes to $20. I hope it goes to $10, but I just don't see it happening. Because I'm in a realm called reality. And in that realm, you see things with a level head. You don't get caught up in emotion. You don't get caught up in tribalism and communities and brainwashing. You just see things with a level head. And that's what I've got. And that's why I've done well in crypto. The moment you start getting caught up with maximalism and communities and loving the community too much, that's when you lose money. I don't care about the tech. I don't care about the communities. I'm in this game to make money. And my goal is to make myself money and to make all of my followers and subscribers and VIP members money. That's the goal on this channel. If you like that goal, if you like the idea of coming here, making money, and having a bit of fun along the way, then subscribe, join my Discord, and join me, along the way, along the journey. If you don't want to make money, then, unsubscribe and go join some Discord community. I sold everything yesterday thinking the price would go down. Do you think I should buy back in? Why did you sell everything? I mean, it's okay selling some, and I'm never going to tell people what you should or shouldn't do with selling, but I don't know why you would sell everything unless you're a trader. Like, I recommend selling some for sure. As we pump more, you should definitely take profits along the way. But yeah, I would buy back in a bit if I was you. I wouldn't go all in, but I would probably buy into some plays which have good setups right now. But I'm not giving you financial advice there. You should do what you want to do. I have no Sui. Is it too late? It's not too late, but you're not going to make the crazy X's that people like myself will make who are buying back at 70 cents. You'll still make money, but you're not going to make those crazy X's that we will make, Like we were buying down in the 70-cent region, 80 cent, 90 cent. Like we're already up 3.5x on Sui. So if it does another 5x, then that's almost a 20x, right? So if you're happy with another 5x or another 3x, then yeah, buy Sui. But if you want more than that, then I probably recommend looking elsewhere. How long will this bull run actually last? Maybe till December. Yeah, everyone's kind of getting this same month in their heads. December. I think a lot of YouTubers are just kind of spoon feeding people information like, we're going to top out in December, just sell in December. It's possible we top out in December, but I give it a lower degree of probability than topping out in Q3. I think there's a higher chance we top out July, August, September than we top out in December because the market's already starting to get pretty overheated. December's many months away. I mean, if this bull run continues all the way until December, we're probably above 200K for Bitcoin at that rate. So I don't see that happening. But yeah, each bull run has been moving to the left, like I said earlier in the stream. 2017, we topped out in December. 2021, we topped out in November. This time, maybe we top out October, maybe we top out September, maybe August, but I think it's going to be the left to the left of November, not to the right. But there's all sorts of different theories. Yeah, and I agree with Pygos. It doesn't matter when we top out; it's about the level. The actual price levels are more important than the time frames. People always like to know a definitive date. No one truly knows. No one has a crystal ball. But what you're much better off doing is looking at price levels and taking out profits incrementally based off price. I always think that price is more important than time when it comes to taking profits. That's why I look at the charts, I look at the levels, I look at the fibs, I look at support resistance. Those are the things that guide me, not necessarily the dates too much. Like I do put some emphasis on cyclicality, but I put more emphasis on price action rather than the cyclical side of things. Because we've already seen detachments from Bitcoin's usual cyclical trend. You know, we've already seen Bitcoin kind of go off course a little bit this bull run. Everyone expected Q1 would be bullish, and it hasn't been. So we've already seen some trend changes this cycle compared to the usual. Holding was harder this cycle. Our alt gains are well deserved. Good job on all of you. The best is yet to come. Yeah, I agree, Debbie. Well said. Do you think the alt season top will be in August? It's possible. People keep asking me for definitive months. I don't know. I'm taking it level by level and I'm taking profits along the way. Any YouTuber that tells you a definitive date for the top, they're talking nonsense. No one knows. They're just lying to you if they tell you they know the exact date. What you've got to do is take it level by level. I had a 15-minute call with Brent today. He helped me rebalance a coin and suggested a solid portfolio. Thanks, Archie, joining VIP in a day or so. You guys are amazing. Wow. Zayed, I'm very happy for your success with the call. And it'll be great to have you over in the VIP soon, man. So congrats. And make sure when you join the VIP, you drop a little review for Bren, because he's very helpful with those calls. And I'm glad you enjoyed it. I highly recommend everyone else hops on one of those calls. It's linked down below. You can get a free call, literally $0 cost. You don't have to pay a penny. Absolutely free of charge. 10 minutes, 15-minute call. And he'll go over your portfolio. It's my closest representative. He's very knowledgeable, and the reviews and feedback have been phenomenal based off the calls. So check it out in the link down below. Yeah, I think that another thing that kind of feeds into that Q3 top thesis is that Q4 looks like there's going to be weakening economic data. It looks like in Q4 you're going to have retail potentially quite weakened due to the high rates and the tariffs. So I do expect by Q4 we start to see some of that hard data weaken with consumer spending. And we already saw that. If you guys followed the Amazon Prime Day sales, it was down 40% compared to last year. That's pretty worrying in terms of consumer spending. And everyone keeps wondering, where's retail? Where's retail? They're not here. They're broke. This is an institutionally driven cycle this time. It's the institutions that are pushing us up. It's not retail, really. Retail are broke right now. Retail won't come back for a long, long time. Can you talk about Arrow? I know you already did. Yeah, I'm still very bullish on Arrow. The chart structure looks really nice, and I expect it to get back above $1 pretty soon. It's looking good. Yeah, you need to sell when you hit certain levels. I agree 100% with that. Iodel. Iodeli. Hopefully I said your name right. I agree 100% with that. Only 5% make profit. Yeah, that's because they don't take profits level by level. They try and time the exact day. They think some people are just in cloud cuckoo land, man. You need to take profits level by level, Not trying to always be a perfectionist and time the exact second of the top like most people do. Yeah, the meme coins are driven by retail for sure, but like I'm talking about the big picks, the XRPs, the Solanas, Ethereum, they're all being pushed up by institutions right now. XRP's pumping today. Wow, 11% up on the day. Pretty good. Solana's kind of lagging behind a little bit, only up 2%. That's surprising considering a lot of the meme coins are pumping. Sui not up a great deal either. But yeah, guys, I gotta go now. I'm gonna buy this meme coin. I'm gonna drop it in the buy alert channel in my Discord. If you guys want to join, hit the link in the description. Literally sign up. Takes seconds. And like I said, the prices are going to be going up imminently for new members. So once you get in, you're locked into that price. It's gonna stay the same throughout your tenure of being a VIP member. So I highly recommend you join now if you want to see those buy alerts. Like I said, straight after the stream, I'm going to be going into that buy alert channel and I'm going to be dropping a brand new meme coin alert. So check it out. Appreciate you all watching. It's great to see the markets go up. Hopefully everyone's going to have a great weekend because of the pumps and enjoy themselves a little bit more. But don't enjoy yourself too much, right? You don't want to get sidetracked. Keep level headed, and we'll take this market level by level. So hit the likes on the stream and get ready for that buy alert in a few minutes.